All right, folks, here we go. Let us write a critique paragraph. You have your Word document open. I have my Word document open. And we're going to write the critique paragraph about Perrault's, the rise of Perrault's Cinderella. So here's the essay. We're going to refer to it. It'll load when it loads. Yep, there it is. We'll refer back to it in a moment. Now, at the starting point, when I'm writing my essay, I'm not going to start at the introduction. I'm not going to start with the conclusion. I'm going to start with a body paragraph. You probably should start with your summary paragraph because it's just the easiest, most straightforward paragraph to write. But we're going to assume that that we've already written the summary paragraph. So now we're going to write an ACE paragraph, an analysis paragraph. So just to remind myself, like, what I should include in my paragraph, I'm just going to write ACE. And I need you to remind me, what does the A stand for in ACE? What does it stand for? The C. Probably should spell things correctly, shouldn't I? And then the E. All right. And just to remind myself, I'm also going to write transition here. So I'm going to write a TACE paragraph. Maybe I add the transition, maybe I don't, but I will need one for the final draft. Maybe not the rough draft, but definitely the final draft. So now the question is like, okay, where do I start in my ACE paragraph? And the temptation would be to start with the transition because it's at the beginning. But how do we know what to write in a transition if we don't see the other paragraph? In addition, we don't even know what's going to be in this paragraph. So I say skip the transition for now. You get to it later. All right, now for the assert. The assert might seem like the right thing to write first, but honestly, I don't know what to say yet. The assert sentence, the assertion, acts as like a summary for the whole paragraph, and I don't know what I'm going to write yet, so I'm going to skip that too. I'm going to go to the site, but I'm not. You know how I told you you can't quote the entire sentence, right? This is just too much. It's overwhelming to the reader, and it intrudes on your essay. At this point, though, I'm going to quote too much. I'm just going to look up some quotations that are going to be like the bedrock for my essay. So go to Rise of Perrault's Cinderella. And go to paragraph 8. All right, I know this much about the paragraph that I'm going to write. I know I want to write about the way Bonnie Cullen contrasts D'Aulnoy's and Perrault's Cinderella. I know that much. And we found this first period. That's why I'm taking you to paragraph 8 now. We found that paragraph 8 and paragraph 9 compare the two quite well. So let's just look at paragraph 8 for a moment. I'll read it since I've got the mic. Although, do you want to read it? You put the mic? No, you good? Okay. Okay. Paragraph 8. Follow along. Marie Catherine I don't speak French. Le Jumal de Barneville Baron d'Aulnoy was a feminist and writer, the first to publish her stories as fairy tales or literary versions of popular folk tales. Her Cinderella, Finette Syndrome, is both altruistic and spirited. When their parents abandon Finette and her sister, she engineers daring escapes for all three. This seems useful. And Canvas does a clever thing where they let you highlight, copy, and paste. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it where the site is. But if you paste it just standard, it's going to give you this nonsense. So what you have to do is you have to do the right click, paste special, unformatted text, bang. I don't need this big old long name. The copy paste will make a few typos, but overall it's a lot faster than retyping. Okay, so I've got the D'Aulnoy quotation. It's buried in here somewhere. Now I'm going to look for the Perrault quotation, and I told you it's on the next page, paragraph 9. Follow along with me. So Perrault's Cinderella is quite a different lady. Sounds like a useful sentence. He dubs her chief virtue la bonne grace, which is to say, in the face of adversity, she is generous, long-suffering, charming, and good-humored. The ideal bride from the gentleman's perspective. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to do the paste special. Right-click, paste special, unformatted text. Boom, and it's done. Anyone lost or confused yet? Yeah, if you on the Mac do the double tap to get paste special. You do the double tap, and then an option pops up where it says paste, and then paste special. Click paste special, and then click unformatted text. You can use this when you need to copy and paste from like PDF documents or PDFs. Go up to the we're gonna fix this because you'll use this later. Right here, see that arrow next to paste? Click that. Keep text only. There you go. All right, good folks. Let's proceed. Now we have too much quotation, too many words. So we need to figure out what are the most important words if we're comparing D'Aulnoy and Perrault's Cinderella. So in those two paragraphs, highlight or put in bold the words that you think are the most important. Do that on your screen. I'm going to do that on my screen. Go. What are we highlighting? Let's see. Oh, you may not be able to copy with the Chromebook. Not as easily. Maybe you can, though. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. So you just fix the weird formatting problem. And what you can do, just type the words that I underlined. Those are the ones we're going to use for the quotation. If you're having trouble copying and pasting from that PDF, just type the words that I've underlined, because those are the words that we're going to use in our quotation. So when you go to write your analysis paragraph, it helps to start with the quotation, because that's what, like, you need to analyze the author's words in any kind of analysis paragraph. So if you find the quotation first, that's going to point you in the right direction almost every time. So for D'Aulnoy's paragraph, I highlighted that she's a feminist and that she's altruistic. Not she, D'Aulnoy, but the Cinderella character is altruistic and spirited. And then for Perrault's, I like that line that she's quite a different lady, and then like she's the ideal bride. In the face of adversity, she does this stuff. Am I going to quote every one of these words? Probably not, but most of them, probably. Next step, I'd write the explain. But as you write the explain, I almost want to say don't think about it. Don't fret about it. Don't overthink it. Because last period, I wrote the explain. A few other students, they wrote their explain and they were thorough about it. And they ended up writing their whole paragraph. when they were just trying to write about one portion. They wrote their whole paragraph and it worked really well. So what I want you to do in this section is for the next 4 minutes, compare or contrast rather the two Cinderellas, focusing specifically on the underlined words. If you finish writing after a minute and a half, that's too little. You need to keep writing. Try to write the full 4 minutes, because when you write, you think. Ready, set, go. Um, keep going another 45 seconds. Like, don't stop. Just keep writing. The more words, the better. Even if they're not that good, the more you have, the better. All right, finish up soon if you haven't already. And let's play a game, shall we? Oh, I got candy too. It's left over from the SAT class. So I want you to get to the point where you, in the rough draft phase, just write. Don't freak out about, is this good enough or anything, just write. So in what was that, 5 minutes or so? I typed that, right? We're going to guess how many words it is. The person who gets the close, people who get within what? Let's say 30. People who get within 30, I got some candy for you. Just the paragraph, how many words do you think it is? In order to, I'm not going to keep up with all of your answers, but in order for your answer to count, you have to say it out loud. Go, just say it. You say 190. What do we got? Or a 150? This paragraph here, from explain down to realm. Who's saying 150 to 155? Let's go on record. All right. Who's saying 175 to 180? Who's saying 200 or more? Any other answers? You just saying 100? What are you saying? You think less? Okay. I don't know, but word can count for us. Don't count the explain. 165. Okay. Who is within 30 of 165? Is it within 30? Yeah. The math don't lie. So you can go to Amazon. I learned that you can go to Amazon and buy boxes of candy. You don't even know what's in the box. It's just boxes of candy. So this is one of those boxes.
I'll take a minute. So you don't get your peppermint with the shell?
All right. Highlight your paragraph. How many words did you type? 10. Man, sakes alive. Thank you. All right. Highlight. I want to see. In fact, just turn your laptops. Highlight what you typed. I want to see your laptops. Some thick tea. Good grief. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yes. Good. Both of those? Good heavens. Good for you. All right. All right. Check it out. Get to the point where you can just have these bursts of like these sessions where you just write. Just a burst of writing. Just get it done. Because here's what I want you to avoid, especially going into college. I want you to avoid staring at a blank screen because blank Word documents are intimidating. But if you have 1,000 words, maybe they're not very good, but at least you have 1,000 words. You can revise them into something quite good, and it's much less intimidating. So when you're in the drafting process, just write. Just write. It doesn't have to be any good. Yes. Yeah. Huh. Pacing. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's a good. I like that. So for those viewing at home, so a website that tracks your pacing, like how fast you write. I like that. Yeah. Okay. That's good. So at this point, um, maybe this happened to you, maybe it didn't. I don't know. But when you finish the paragraph, like you finish the writing session, who felt like I think I just wrote my whole paragraph? Who felt that? That's what I wanted you to feel. I wanted you. So if you just put the quotations in front of you and write about the quotations, once you write, you'll find that maybe you just wrote your whole paragraph without realizing it. So here's what I mean. Let's go to a new page. Let's give this some color. That's pretty much an analysis paragraph. It ain't perfect, but it's adequate. And once I get to this point, I'm in a good spot because all I need to do is polish isn't quite the right word. I just need to improve it. Yeah, let's look at the assert. I know I like as I typed it, I knew I would need to fix part of the assertion. So look up at my screen. Many of you are looking at your screen, which is fine. I get it. Just know that you're going to have access to this paragraph later and the YouTube video attached to it. So for now, just look at the screen. The beginning of the paragraph, straightforward. I'm not going to change it. It's hard for you to see that highlighting, isn't it? That part, I'm not changing. This part, to show how different they are, it's just lame. It's imprecise. So I need to be more precise about why Cullen contrasts the Cinderellas. Um, yeah, you tell me what I should type here. Talk to each other and come up with a good way to end this assert section, assert sentence. Talk to each other. Go. Put you want the microphone? So you're good? Okay. All right. Bree, do you want the microphone for? What do we got?
I'm really trying to think.
Because you could show how different something is by just like comparing an apple and an orange. Look at how different they are. But like the difference is it has a purpose.
So yeah, you want us to rephrase that
Rephrase the show how different they are to be more precise. Hmm?
you want us to add to it or just rephrase?
Add to it. You can delete it and add something else.
Pretty solid.
All right. Let me hear some answers. It's good? Okay. So this student's name is Russell Westbrook. Crow. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Yes. Give insight on what it's going to be about.
So like pull and contrast going on like feministic or like more progressive perspective on Cinderella compares to Perrault's more ideal depiction of what a princess should be and compare and contrast how they're different.
Okay, so I could say to show how much more progressive one character is versus another. That could work. Another answer. One of your answers. Oh, she's pointing to you. For those listening at home, this student goes by the name of The Professor. He has a famous YouTube channel. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Similar to that, just in the sense of like showing how the maybe like Perrault's was chosen like in the end, like how that's the one that we know to be normal now.
I don't know how to pronounce that word. Or to why? Say it. Keep going.
So what Perrault's version of Cinderella was most successful in the long run.
And by successful, we don't measure. We're not measuring monetary success. We're talking about which one became the standard. So why Perrault's version of Cinderella became the standard. We could stop there, or we could have a different assert sentence. Either way we slice it, these two answers are better than to show how different they are. So this is what you do. You just get a burst of words and then come back and start fixing it. And I know that the assert is the part that I need to fix most. So then you have a citation portion. And which words did I cite? Ba-boom, ba-bing, bam, Shazam. Seeing this yellow set of sentences, does it help you understand how you break up a quotation and integrate it in with your own words? Seeing the yellow sentences, does it help? Like yours should look like that. Does this help? Okay. So I ended up putting both quotations in the same section. You could have put one quotation, explain, another quotation, explain. Either one works. And then I needed this last portion because I have the words of the authors, the description of the two Cinderellas, but I need to explain like why it matters. So okay, Dolnoise is more spirited. Well, great. What is this like a spirited in like a religious sense? Like what do you mean? Oh, she's spirited. She's more active. She's more aggressive. She can do things for herself instead of waiting for her prince to do them for her. That's relevant, especially if we're going to use this, or even, yeah, if we're going to use either of those assert sentences, right? I've done a lot of talking. Does anyone have questions? Yes, sir. That is the goal. Yep, put it up on YouTube. Hopefully there are no audio problems. Once I get 1,000 subscribers, then just click on the ads. I have 20. No, 20. 20. I have 20 subscribers. I don't know who they are. Just I'll link it. I don't know. It's like Hoosier something, Hoosier Albonetti or something like that. I have a bunch of videos of my kids and my airplanes, my RC planes. All right. Any other questions? Oh yeah. Show me 1 to 5. 1 meaning not helpful, 5 meaning very helpful. How helpful is it to see this paragraph being typed? Oh, that's good. Okay. All right. You could. That's good. For the remainder of class, you just need to start working on your own paragraph. Yeah. You do. Oh yeah. A word about the timed essay.